Hey everybody, I'm back today with just another step on the canopy and how to build the canopy. So where you saw last, I just had, I was working on the edging of the canopy. One of the things I'll just update on that is, although I have some of this where I use the scrubbing pad and then, as I talked about, and then use the foliage on that scrubbing pad for the edge, what I sort of realized is that because I used a fair amount of glue, and my foliage was pretty strong, much of it, because I pressed it and compacted it down. It was pretty tough. I decided to just move towards just using foliage on the edge and hot gluing that foliage right to the edge. And that actually worked out better for me. I found that it actually stuck better than using the scrubbing pad, which has some, I guess, structural integrity in itself, unless you just cut the scrubbing pad into really small pieces. Somehow, I just found that it stuck better with just foliage. So the next step is, and you can see here I've already done it, is I've taken essentially about 100 mLs of white, just basic white glue. I've used both Elmer's glue and this Foliage brand. I sort of eyed it, but really, like I did I'm doing two applications. This is the second application here of white glue, 50% mixed with water, and I used about 100 mLs because this one's not empty, and I just, as you can see here in the bottle, there's still some in the bottom. So what I essentially did is I took a Woodland Scenics cement empty spray bottle, and I filled it halfway with glue and then the other half with water, leaving a little room to really shake it up and get it dispersed. I found that this, because this is a very small spray gun, it actually started to slow down and lose its recoil action as a trigger when doing it the first time. And so I moved to not using this anymore and just using the bottle, but I just put a Windex ammonia sort of detergent cleaner head on it that was just a much bigger gun, and it didn't have any problem with the 50% glue and water mixture. I essentially really liberally covered this, and you can see it's just covered in white. This is the second application. This will dry completely clear, so you don't have to worry. I know when the first time you do it, it seems like, oh my god, what am I doing to this? But really, it will dry completely clear. And really, this is going to be close to the last stage of the canopy, and so I will come back with just the next stage of what I'm doing, and that will be I'm going to use an airbrush. You could use a spray can if you want, but I'm just going to highlight the greens a little bit, make some of the recesses darker and the canopy tops a little lighter, and then it'll be finished.